Salute to everyone who's watching today. Welcome back to Dominant. So today I just decided that I want to do something different. Is that I want to start using prompts so that we can be able to touch upon some of the topics that I think that it's hard for people to understand by just talking. So today I want to use this board over here to really allow us to understand what are the benefits of marriage, because in as much as we are seeing how diluted the red pill is, marriage is something that is from God. So, first of all, I want us to experience or to explore what is marriage. Marriage, as you can see right here, marriage is a union between a man and a woman. So, what God said is that a man would leave his mother and his father to cling on his wife. So, marriage is only the union between a man and a woman, and it cannot exist outside of these perimeters. You will understand that when it comes to marriage, God does not talk about dating, because he wants us, when we are dating, he wants us to go into the perks of marriage so that we can train ourselves to be marriage material. He wants us to become more of husbands and wives than to want to have a husband and a wife. So the video I said that is that there's a difference between that. I posted the video in there. You can check out this card over here. So let me tell you some of the benefits of marriage, because one thing I've realized is that the moment that we think about marriage these days, we are taught about how much it doesn't benefit us, and how much it really has no benefits, because of the fact that there's so much divorce and all of that. But first of all, I want to tell you that marriage is more beneficial than what you think. So the first benefit to marriage is this. The first perk is that marriage brings you closer to God, because marriage is the thing that is the union that exists according to God. And marriage is the thing that we really have to become marriageable. You understand? We have to become the people that are worth being married to, because sometimes you get married and it does not bring you closer to God because of the elements that you fulfill inside the marriage. You understand? People marry because they want to have husbands and wives. People marry because they want to have money. People marry because they are desperate. People marry because of peer pressure. People get married for the wrong reasons. Because they love each other. You understand? But because of the fact that they did not fulfill the foundation, which is God, they end up becoming certain things that God does not permit. The second benefit to a marriage, it actually makes you live longer. But I want to touch upon this one, because some of people will actually say that I'm wrong, because of the fact that when you apply marriage in the correct context and in the correct way, where you don't have a wife who's quarrelsome, and you don't have a man who's abusive, and he knows what the difference is between a man, a father, and a husband, and he fulfills all these three things, you will start to understand that it helps you live longer. Why does it help you live longer? Because there are certain endorphins that come out of your brain, that when you have a bond with someone, when you have a real bond with someone, and they get out when you feel in love, and when you fulfill the love you have for someone other than yourself. And this love it's a different kind of love that you cannot get from a parent or a friend or a girlfriend. This is the thing that gives you the peace when you apply it in the right way. Because filter me when I say this, when you apply it in the right way, so it helps you live longer if you know how to apply it properly, if you know how to apply it according to how God made it to be. You'll understand that some people live longer. Obviously, there's other factors that help you live longer, like the way you eat and your lifestyle. And one of those elements that help you live longer is marriage itself. So the third benefit, it gives you security. So what kind of security am I talking about? I did a video on TikTok explaining to you the two main reasons why a lot of people are going to hell right now. And one of those reasons I say is sexual immorality. And when you get married and you are eliminating one of those reasons why you can go to hell if you pass on, because having sex in marriage obviously is what is the good, is the union, is the reason why you should be having sex. You can't have sex outside of the union of marriage. So it gives you security, and it doesn't give you security only when it comes to having sex, because as the Apostle Paul said, that if you have a burning sensation to want to have sex, it's better to get married so that you can be able to secure for yourself. But it gives you security in terms of the mind as well. You understand? It gives you security in terms of the mind, that you have someone to help you with something that is going to get you to get an easier life. That's the whole point of a wife. And even the man or the husband, the wife has the security to know that there's someone who's going to provide for me, so I don't have to provide for myself. There's someone that is going to protect these families just in case something happens. You understand? It gives you a peace of mind, and that translates to security. The fourth reason, or the fifth benefit of marriage is that it gives you regulations. So when I say regulation, is that it gives you a mind to think that now you have someone you are responsible of taking care of. When you're married, you can't do what the hell you want anymore. You understand? You can't just do anything that you want just because your friends are doing it, and you are responsible to commit to someone. You are responsible to someone. You are accountable to someone. What do I mean by that? You can't just come when you come home very late in the night. Who do you expect to take care of your wife and children, of your home? When you come home late at night, who do you expect to cook for your children and your husband? Because the moment that you get an alternative to that, that is when the third party comes. That's like I said in the video of the third party in my premarital counseling before engagement, that if you don't address the third party, because the third party is not always a third person. Sometimes can be certain things, like just what I've specified. You come home late, who do you expect to protect your children? And you come home late, who do you expect to cook and clean for your husband? Who do you expect that? No. So the fifth benefit to marriage, so it gives you guidance. So what do I mean by that? It brings you closer to God, and it gives you guidance so that you can know where to go. It gives you guidance because you start to understand why you need the opposite sex. You can't have a marriage with two men and two women. It can't. Or this whole transgender nonsense. It's not. It gives you guidance because right now it helps you know that you are fulfilled. It fulfills you, because that is the next one and the final one. And I hopefully will do this and I touch upon it in the premarital counseling before engagement, that it fulfills you. You understand? The moment that you start dating, it means that subconsciously you want to get married. A lot of people will argue with me when I tell them this, and it's true. God programmed our mind to want to get married when we are dating. And people have started to interject this mind with the doctrine of the devil, which says that do as you want as long as you don't do according to the principles of God. That's the reason why the first reason I said that marriage, it benefits you, is that it brings you closer to God. So with this video, I want to explore something different, and I want to give you some pointers when you want to get married. First of all, one of the pointers that you should know is that what does your person do if you want to get married or you're going to marry? Is that what is the thing that your person does when they're in pressure, when they're angry? How do they respond, and how do you help them regulate it? You understand? They can't just leave you and just expect you to deal with it. You have to analyze on how you can deal with it yourself. You get me? And another piece of advice, please marry as young as possible. Because the reason why you should marry as young as possible is because, first of all, if you're a man, you know that she knows how you are when you are down. So when you are up, it wouldn't she wouldn't be surprised. But the moment that you want to marry because now you have the money and all of that, you don't know if she's coming there for you or your money. And that is the advice that a lot of red pill people are giving you, and is diluting the 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 purpose of marriage. I love the red pill movement, but I've seen that a lot of demons have diluted that movement. And secondly, and thirdly, discuss finances before you get married. Discuss finances in detail, how they manage money, how they spend money, how they save money, how much debt do they have. These are the things that you should know. And I've said this before in my premarital counseling before engagement. I'm just gonna put the link in the playlist here so that you can be able to know. Please tell me if you like the prompts that I'm using. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm trying to explore certain things. I'm even gonna buy a pedestal for this thing. I'm gonna buy even a new mic because I want you to get the full experience of these videos, because they are nice content and quality in terms of the content, but the quality of the videos as well. So give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Check out the link in the description. My articles, Can Homosexuality Be Cured, in the description, and check out my book, My First Investment, in the description. Always remember, /XY, so salute you.